kids, it's me again, Teacher Bridget, and welcome to another learning video where you can learn and explore various things, especially in our topic for today. Are you ready to learn, kids? Mm-hmm. Now, do you know, kids, that life would be so boring without music? Mm-hmm. That's right. Now, here comes the musical instruments, which are the devices created to make beautiful music and sound. So, it's learning time! So, these instruments have been classified in various ways. They are grouped into families based on how they make sounds. Let us know all about it as we discuss the classification of instruments. So we have here the 5 classifications of instruments: brass, percussion, strings, woodwinds, and electronic instruments. So the first one, we have the brass. The brass or the instruments can be expected to work similarly to wind instruments with a few modifications. The length of air column of brass instruments can actually be changed with the help of slide mechanism or press valves. So these are the examples of brass instruments. We have the trumpet, French horn, and the trombone. Okay, so now let's go to the percussion instruments. Percussion instruments requires you to strike the surface of the instrument to generate vibrations to produce your desired note. Percussion instruments can actually be divided into 2 types. This type includes tuned instruments that are known to produce a definite pitch, and the second type is the indefinite pitch. So these are the examples of percussion instruments. We have the timpani or the kettle drum, the triangle, and the castanets. So now, let's go to the strings instrument. Strings instruments are composed of those instruments that work based on sound wave vibrations produced by strings. Among the most popular string instruments are guitar, viola, and violin. So these are the examples of string instruments. We have the violin, the guitar, and the harp. So now, let's go to woodwind instruments. This class of musical instruments requires you to blow into a specific wind instrument by following an order to ensure that the sound that you desire is produced. Now take a look for the examples of woodwind instruments. We have the flute, clarinet, and the bassoon. So now, let's go to the last group of instruments, which are the electronic instruments. These are those instruments that are produced using the latest technology. These instruments are created in a way that makes it simpler and easier for anyone to produce sounds. So take a look for the examples of electronic instruments. We have the electronic organ, electronic keyboard, and lastly, the electric guitar. So again, the 5 classifications of instruments are the brass instruments, the percussion instruments, the strings instruments, the woodwind instruments, and the electronic instruments. So that's all for today, kids, and thank you for listening. I hope you learned and enjoy from this video. This is me again, Teacher Bridget, and have a great day ahead. Goodbye!